Stop buying coffee until you know these 10 things. I wish someone had told me these things years ago. Most people unknowingly buy coffee that's stale, overpriced, or simply the wrong kind for their taste. Before you buy your next bag of coffee, here are 10 things you absolutely need to know. 1. Roast date matters more than the expiration date. Many people look for the expiration date. Coffee professionals look for the roast date. Coffee is usually at its best within about 2 to 6 weeks after it's roasted. That's when you'll experience the fullest aroma and flavor. If a bag doesn't show a roast date, that's often a sign the company doesn't want you to know how old the coffee really is. Whenever possible, choose coffee with a clearly printed roast date. 2. Whole bean is almost always better. The moment coffee is ground, it begins losing its aroma. Thousands of flavorful compounds start escaping into the air. Whole beans protect those flavors much longer. If you own a grinder, buy whole beans and grind only what you need right before brewing. You'll notice the difference almost immediately. 3. Dark roast doesn't mean more caffeine. This is one of the biggest coffee myths. Dark roast has a stronger, bolder flavor because it's roasted longer, but that doesn't automatically mean it contains more caffeine. In fact, light roasts often contain slightly more caffeine when measured by the scoop. So if you're buying dark roast because you think it's stronger, you may be surprised. 4. 100% Arabica doesn't guarantee great coffee. You'll see 100% Arabica on countless bags. Arabica beans generally produce smoother, sweeter coffee than Robusta, but poor quality Arabica is still poor quality coffee. Great coffee depends on many factors, including where it was grown, how it was processed, how fresh it is, and how carefully it was roasted. Don't let one label make your decision. 5. Fancy packaging doesn't mean better coffee. Beautiful bags catch your eye. That's exactly what they're designed to do. Words like premium, gourmet, and artisan aren't guarantees of quality. Instead, look for useful information like roast date, country of origin, farm or region, processing method, roast level. Those details usually tell you much more about what's inside the bag. 6. Single origin and blends both have their place. Single origin coffee comes from one farm, region, or country. It often highlights unique flavors that reflect where it was grown. Blends combine coffees from different places to create a balanced and consistent taste. Neither one is automatically better. It simply depends on what kind of coffee experience you're looking for. 7. Expensive coffee isn't always better. A high price doesn't guarantee an amazing cup. Sometimes you're paying for rarity. Sometimes you're paying for packaging. And sometimes you're paying for marketing. There are outstanding coffees around $15 a bag, and there are expensive coffees that disappoint. Judge coffee with your taste buds, not the price tag. 8. Freshness beats famous brands. Even the most famous coffee brand can't compete with beans roasted recently. Many local specialty roasters offer coffee that was roasted just days before it reaches your cup. Fresh coffee almost always delivers more aroma, sweetness, and complexity. Don't overlook smaller roasters. They may surprise you. 9. Don't buy more coffee than you'll drink. Buying giant bags may seem like a bargain, but coffee slowly loses its freshness after opening. A smaller bag that's always fresh will usually taste much better than a large bag that sits in your pantry for months. Buy enough for about 2 to 4 weeks whenever possible. 10. Buy coffee that matches your taste. This may be the most important tip of all. Don't buy coffee because someone online says it's the best. Some people love bright, fruity coffees. Others prefer rich chocolate, caramel, or nutty flavors. Neither is wrong. The best coffee in the world is the one you genuinely enjoy drinking. So explore different origins, roast levels, and tasting notes until you find your favorites. Now you know the 10 things every coffee buyer should understand before purchasing another bag. These simple tips can help you avoid wasting money, choose fresher coffee, and enjoy a much better cup every morning. Which tip surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoy learning about coffee science, brewing tips, coffee history, and fascinating facts from around the world, subscribe to the Coffee Corner. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next cup.